price
hey,
on
someone.
ever for this year, 60% off a new system with their Black Friday
Good to see you.
early access to it. You go to simplysafe.com/Hannity, 60% off. Simplysafe.com/Hannity. Be safe, because there's no safe like Simply Safe.
He's Donald Trump's #1 enemy in Congress, Chicago politician Dick Durbin. Now, Durbin has a new scheme. He's doing the dirty work to benefit corporate megastores. Durbin's bill could cut corners on your credit card security, putting your personal data at risk. Big chain retailers and warehouse stores want to inflate their profits, and liberal Dick Durbin would help them.
Hey, Brandon.
Tell senators, say no to the megastores and Dick Durbin. Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
You've worked hard your whole life, but when it comes to investing, the market can feel like a full-time job.
Yeah, pretty decent weather. Most all the snow's melted except for the shadows.
Every trade comes with that same question: am I doing the right thing? That's
got up in the 40s today.
Everything. TrueTrade's automated trading system takes the emotion out of the market. No guesswork, no staring at screens all day. Just smart, automated trading strategies designed to work, even while you sleep. And here's the best part. When you download the TrueTrade app and sign up, they'll guarantee to fund each of your trading accounts with
first day without snow and
trading capital and no service fees
since last Friday.
That means you can start earning without risking your own savings and finally enjoy a hands-free path to financial freedom. To take advantage of our offer and secure your $50,000.
We knew it was going to melt. I just was hoping it would happen a little faster than it did.
On iOS and Android, or go to TrueTrade.io. That's TrueTrade.io. TrueTrade, where technology earns for you. Is it just me?
Hey, Brandon.
TV got way more
really?
Than it used to be. There are a million different services. Lots of stuff you want to watch, but can never.
We're grateful for the 40s. Our high was 32 yesterday.
There's Philo, a better way to TV.
I think it's 49 today.
I get the channels I love.
It's supposed to warm up this weekend, though. We're supposed to get up into the 60s on Saturday, but it's supposed to rain with it.
They better access the HBO Max Basic with ads plan and Discovery.
We're at our high now, 49 today, 53 tomorrow, 59 Friday, 67 Saturday. With rain.
Just one low price. And their DVR is awesome too. I can save everything I love on Philo for up to a year and skip the ads when I rewatch them. That's a total game changer. I signed up directly at Philo.tv. That's Philo.tv, so I can lock in the best price around. Philo's the easiest decision I've ever made. Now the hard one is trying to decide what to binge next.
When your vehicle is broken, how do you get to work? Or pick up your kids? Or just get groceries? Because auto breakdowns will happen, and they can cost you thousands you can't afford. So how do
You're not feeling good, Eggsy? I was lurking in on Callahan for a bit. I had to do a bunch of work from home.
And give you more than other auto warranty providers. Thousands of covered repairs, discounts on routine maintenance. Plus, Everything Breaks gives you free roadside assistance, free towing, and free rental cars. Why not get a free instant quote right now? Call Everything Breaks at 1-855-865-SAVE. Unlike other providers, you don't have to wait 30 days for your benefits to start. With Everything Breaks, you get immediate savings. Call Everything Breaks now for your free quote and join the growing crowd saving thousands on repairs. 1-855-865-SAVE. 1-855-865-SAVE. At Audio Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. We're proud to offer high-quality, rechargeable hearing aids starting at just $98. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and hear
I get it, brother. I'm driving a rental right now, so my new truck should be in. I'm going to swing through here real quick and take a look at it. It's almost the exact copy of the one I just had, but it's actually got a few more toys in it.
We got legal analysis, the trouble with Comey's in, and yes, we'll introduce you to the woman that kissed Casper Rocket's feet. Wait a minute. So right now may be the perfect for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people. It's also when you can join
woozy, huh?
and save even more than usual. For many families, joining MediShare means saving about $500 a month.
See if they're still
It's a
here.
game changer for a lot of people. But what's more, MediShare members like it. You know this from member surveys. They like it a lot. It's a proven thing now. MediShare's been around for over 30 years. It's a Christian community of hundreds of
there it is.
now.
Nice.
And here's the thing, too. If you join before November 15th and you mention the promo code SHARE, they will waive your application fee. So you save $100 right off the bat. I'll give you.
Oh, it's got black the black wraparound trim. My other one didn't have all that.
November 15th. So call
I like that.
You'll save even more. Here's the number. Call 844-57-BIBLE. It's 844-57.
All right, let me run in real quick, see if they'll take these mats and put them in there when they detail it.
I'm here at the 4-Patriots. We're bursting at the seams of food. Our best-selling 4-week survival food kits sold like hotcakes last year because with everything going on in the world, smart folks stocked up fast. So we told our purchasing guy, order more food. And holy cow, he really delivered. But due to supply chain delays, everything showed up at once. Now we got pallets of food stacked to the ceiling. We're out of room. So to clear space fast, we're doing something we've never done before. Buy one 4-week survival food kit. Get a second one absolutely free. This food lasts up to 25 years. Tastes surprisingly good and is hand-packed in the USA. Double your emergency food supply at no extra cost. Plus, seniors and veterans get free shipping. Go to 4patriots.com right now. Remember, disaster struggles work.
Sweet.
Don't let your family go hungry. 4patriots.com before this deal disappears forever. This is Patriot.
Yeah, that's a little bit different than the one I have. It's more of a two-tone, but that's what I'm picking up tomorrow right there. What dealership did it come from? Nick Abraham, Lyria. Huh.
America's longest-running government shutdown could be over by this evening. House lawmakers are returning to Capitol Hill for the first time since mid-September. They'll be voting on the Senate-approved plan to fund and reopen the government. Most Democrats.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost, like I said, it's almost exactly like the one that we totaled last week. So.
Subsidies they had demanded. With only a 2-vote margin, Republicans have little room for error and will need all GOP members back for the vote. That is Force Caller Greg Cluxton. Those who rely on SNAP food benefits can hardly wait for the government shutdown to end.
Fucker's coming way too fast. Yeah, thanks a lot, buddy.
Customers rely on SNAP.
I'll be honest, when I first heard that it could happen, they made money with other obligations to people's food.
Yeah, well, we'll try again. Hopefully we won't have to put this one into a bunch of trees to save us from a drunk. Well, it's a Maverick. It's another hybrid. I need something that gets the good gas mileage like that does. The gas version doesn't even get as good a gas mileage on the highway. So. I'm stopping grab me an iced tea, I guess, from... Actually, what do I want? This has me taking... We'll just stop at Sheets, I think. Well, fuck. Let's just gas here. Let's get over the bridge and see how much the gas is there. Oh, yeah? I really like that color. It's like really vivid blue.
Unfortunately, most of the people who bought these so-called semi-numismatic coins, like the $20 St. Gordon's and Liberty Head gold coins, have not broken even on their investment. Incredible, given that gold has risen approximately 525% since then. So while timing is everything, if you buy the wrong coins, the timing simply doesn't matter. Having a dealer who cares about positioning you.
I mean, I would have to go to the other sheets, which means go past by accident. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Let's do that. Nice Honeycrisp. I'm in no super rush. Hey, Tag. Welcome. Yeah, I had 7,700 miles on my other Maverick. Yeah, the only difference is this one has more electronic stuff, even more that could go wrong. Basically, it's got that 360 alert system. The record was set with 374 bagpipers. Authorities confirmed a Delaware County Sheriff's deputies died after being struck by a semi-truck while assisting a stranded motorist in Indiana on Interstate 69. Yeah. Well, I was getting on the other Maverick I had, which was also a hybrid. I was getting about 40, 41 in the city, and then about 38 on the freeway. Because it pretty much goes direct. Once you go over about 55 miles an hour, it's all gas instead of electric. So they fallen. If you could, any of you guys that have one, please, and if you haven't, please pop over to Rumble. I need about 5 more unique chatters in there this month. I'd appreciate it. Either way, do what you want. If you don't want to, that's fine. I don't care. I just would appreciate it if you're able to. Yeah, they're nice. They look nice, man, but they ain't cheap. They cost about twice as much as the Maverick I just bought for one that has all the same toys in it. Believe it or not, with all the cheaper sedans and stuff like that Ford has, that Maverick is the cheapest vehicle on their lineup right now. That's a lot of gas, man. My Maverick had a 500 or a 12-gallon tank, and it could go over 500 miles on that tank. The more city driving I did, the better it did, because it does that brake regeneration. Recharges it when you hit the brakes. Your assessment? Infrastructure, but it's time for him to be replaced. What about Democrats nationwide feel about Chuck Schumer? I think the word of the day is terrible. I'm gonna have to buy a new tonneau cover for it though. I was gonna take the old one off yesterday, but I was looking at it and it's got these stuck-on seals on the front of it and stuff like that. I didn't want to fuck with. So that was actually one of the cheapest accessories I bought for it. So I'm kind of thinking about getting a hard one too. Those foldable hard ones. Normally, I never recommend buying anything new, but fuck, the used ones are going for about the same as the new ones. So Oh, that's crazy. The bet on this Maverick will do 800 pounds, and it'll tow up to 2 to 4, depending on which engine it is.
Assessing the worst of the worst. Mr. O'Reilly, sir, I've got 2 topics that we are going to get into today.
Well, Seneca's so smart.
Did I or did I not warn you wasting your time going on Bill Maher's show? Did I not warn you? Well, that was your opinion, but boy, I got a lot of currency out of it. All right. Well, your definition of currency, all right. Let me play one segment, and then I'm going to go over your analysis of the election, which usually we are in full.
Oh fuck! I just turned down the wrong fucking road. Not paying attention.
In that nice way, because we're friends and we can have a discussion. But here's part of the discussion that you had with Bill Maher.
I'll be all right.
Disenchanted, and correct me if I'm wrong, which I very rarely am, so you probably won't have to do that. You're disenchanted with the far left wing of the Democratic Party, okay? Because you believe that it's poisoned the well for everybody else, like the congressman here. Because they never met anything that was counterintuitive that they didn't love. Right. So they want to put trans people in here, and they want to do this, and it just dilutes the message that the Democratic Party has traditionally had, that we're for the workers. We want to improve the lives of the backbone of the country. Now you're into all this fringe garbage that Americans don't want. I think that's your posture. And I wouldn't put it that way, but go ahead. Okay. You might want to rethink, because that's a good way to put it. Well, I'm still on the air and you're not, but go ahead.
All right, first I got to tip my hat to you. I thought you were very funny, very glib. I tip my hat to you. You did a great job. But the problem when you debate a comedian, and there's something about Maher I like. I think there's a level of honesty in him and Jon Stewart that does not exist in the rest of these late night comics. And like Jon Stewart just eviscerated.
Oh, you didn't move? Yeah, I get it, man.
My point, though, is that it just, for me, I'm like, as well as you did, I'm like, why? You had to fly out to California. Why? Now, if he was
Jesus, big old school bus behind me.
See, maybe doing it in that environment. But the crowd is on his side. You won the moment more than I thought you would. You have this side of you that enjoys getting pounded by the opposition. But I didn't get pounded. The joust was went my way. And as you pointed out, the crowd, which was his crowd, at the end, they were my crowd. But I didn't even care about that. The reason I went to the West Coast was to sell Confronting Evil. So we did Maher. Well, it's already a #1 New York Times bestseller. I mean, you already have been crushing it with selling that book. Because it's
306 here. We'll see how much it is in Fremont.
Thank you.
But I want to get me a Honeycrisp, so I'll be right back.
My publisher pays me a lot of money to sell as many books as I can. Yeah, that's what I do. But I did Howie Mandel. I did Dana Carvey. I did Billy Bush. I did all of these programs in a day. And it went all over the world. And on BillO'Reilly.com, we, as you know, have premium membership through the roof. Because we can't reach everybody, particularly people who don't agree with us, our point of view on life, through our own vehicles. You have to go into the enemy camp. And I'm pretty confident I can hold my own with anyone. So anyway, that's why I did it. It worked our way. I thought it was worthy. It was entertaining. analysis of Election Day because you were very, very, very critical of the losses that took place. And here's my argument back to you. If you read the New York Post yesterday, it had that New York, over 2 million New Yorkers have fled in the last number of years. You had in the last 3 years in New Jersey, 250,000 people have left. Over 500,000 have left in recent years. And that's from the last election that Ciattarelli came very close to winning. He got 150,000 more votes than he did the last time. I would argue all of those people that left would have been inclined to vote for Ciattarelli, not for Mikey Sherrill. And so migration has played a very, very big role in shaping, making these blue states, deep blue states, even deeper blue. And I don't think there's any coming back from it. And you seem to think that in what is a typical off-year election cycle where we were expected to win nothing, and I would argue that the one outlier 4 years ago was Glenn Youngkin, but it was a great candidate, way up, super above average, and the issues and the timing could not have been more perfect for him. And Winsome Sears, I did not feel ran a good campaign. So I'm trying to understand why anything surprised you on election night.
Didn't surprise me. My analysis is based on going forward. So I made 3 essential points. Number one, that the vote last week doesn't have anything to do with the midterms coming a year from now on November 3rd, 2026, because it'll be a completely different country then. That's how fast things are moving in America. Number two, that the reason the Jersey thing shifted, and you make an excellent point about demographics, is because of high prices in the Northeast, particularly for insurance and not all food, but a lot of food. And if you look at and study the exit polling in Jersey, the Republicans lost a lot of Hispanic votes, and those are working class votes. We're having trouble now with the exorbitant amount of insurance premiums that are being faced. Republicans have got to deal with that. And the third analysis was that when you have a system where people are angry, and there were 2 drivers of that anger. One was the government shutdown, and people didn't understand it. They didn't really know what the Democrats were doing by manipulating Obamacare this way. They didn't understand it, and I'm not being supercilious or arrogant. They just didn't get it. They were angry about that, and they were angry about paying a lot for hamburgers. And when you have anger, the incumbents always take it. Those are the 3 points that I made.
Okay, so you acknowledge what I'm telling you, and here's where the country is going to change dramatically, is when we have the next census data come in, which is 2030, which will impact the 2032 election, you are going to see a dramatic decrease in electoral votes in blue states because they have driven people out. I believe in the end, Mamdani is going to drive people out. There are more J.P. Morgan Chase. Is there anything more identifiable with New York City than J.P. Morgan? There are more employees in the state of Texas than there are in New York City. You heard, you heard the head of Goldman Sachs. They're building out an 800,000 square foot facility. Citadel, Ken Griffin, multi-billionaire. He is headquartered in my free state of Florida. Every major bank, every private equity firm, every Wall Street firm now has major office space in South Florida. Period. End of sentence. That migration now that Mamdani's been elected is only going to accelerate. And I would argue it's going to happen in New Jersey. It's going to continue to happen in California. It's going to continue to happen in Illinois. What's going to happen? We're going to have a census. This time we're not going to include the illegal immigrants. And guess what? You're going to see a massive change in terms of the electoral map in this country. There might not be a need for a future Republican candidate to sweep the blue wall to win the election.
Yeah, you're looking at a lot. I mean, I think that Hochul in New York is going to lose to Stefanik next November, and that will stop a little of the hemorrhaging here. I think Mamdani is going to fail.
Bill, you're dreaming. As of today, and I love Elise Stefanik, I think she will make it close. I think
Kathy Hochul is hated. But as of now, odds are that Democrats win that election because if in fact she does what I expect, which will be to capitulate to Mamdani and give him what he wants to get his support, he will drive out the vote in the city that will overcome all of the rest of the state that would vote against her.
I see it differently. I don't think that if you look at the vote in New York, half of the voters didn't show up. Half registered voters didn't vote in the mayoral election. If you can imagine that. And that's going to go down and down and down and down because you have low awareness voters. But in the rest of the state, people are set up. And I think that a good campaign is going to dethrone her because she's going to be attached to Mamdani, who's going to fail in a very spectacular way. So there's not going to be a quiet failure here. There's going to be a blood in the street failure. And once people see that, non-audience.
All right, let's get on the road.
Basically saying that the people that were perfectly fine with the summer of 2020 riots, 574 of them, where dozens of Americans were killed and thousands of cops injured and billions of property damage, and they didn't care one lick. They're telling me that all of a sudden that base is not going to be emboldened. Everybody that was going to vote against Mamdani went out. They did. And a lot of them switched from Curtis to Cuomo, thinking, all right, well, so combined Mamdani beat Curtis and Cuomo.
Correct, because they were bad candidates. But I'm telling you that the people who ordinarily wouldn't bother with politics.
I don't think they were bad candidates. Well, I think Cuomo's damaged from his previous tenure as governor. I think the problem is that New York is so radical left that this is what you would expect as an outcome.
I didn't look. If you had a charismatic, independent running against Mamdani, I think you would have beat him. But you didn't.
Who? Like a Bloomberg?
See you, someone. Sorry about that. Still here. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate your view.
You know, I like the center, and I agree with what his point of view is, but he just didn't have it. But anyway, I think that the worst things.
We're going to be heading east, so we're not going to be running into this sun.
That could be mayor of New York City. It's not happening in our lifetime. It's over.
Listen, I'll put big money on this for you. I think the Republicans will take Albany, and that'll turn things around. But here's the most important thing.
I'll take that bet today. How much do you want to go in for, Bill?
You want to go 10 grand to your best charity?
Done. I'm in.
Okay, everybody.
Mark this, Linda.
Write it down.
Mark it. Listen, but I'll say that nothing would make me happier than to give money. You know, we both are aligned with a lot of charities. Nothing would make me happier than to cut you that check.
And vice versa. But I'm going to tell you that there's a lot of anger in the air, and if President Trump can turn the economy in the next 3 or 4 months into a much more favorable price situation.
Second quarter of next year, if he does it by then, it's a game changer for the midterms.
And that's everything. And that's in fact New York City.
All right, quick break, right back. We'll continue more with Bill O'Reilly on the other side. 800-941-SEAN. Our number will get to your calls in the final half hour of the show. Let me tell you what. Listen, go look at what the date that Reagan passed his tax plan. It was too late into his first term to have any discernible impact that people felt in the economy. And he lost 26 seats in the midterm. He came back 2 years later. The economy turned around, 21 million new jobs. Longest period of peacetime economic growth. He won 49 out of 50 states. Once the economy turns, we have all of the manufacturing, the trillions of manufacturing that is going to get online, energy money online, largest tax cuts in history. Reagan doubled revenues, cutting taxes. It's all got to quit hit at once, and we'll have a new Fed chair.
That's the hope for the Republican Party and for President.
Yeah, right there. I had my shade down and my cheap sunglasses on. I got to go get my Yellowstones tomorrow. I was going to today, but I got busy this morning at the house.
Quick break, right back. All things Superman Bill O'Reilly on the other side.
Call us 800-941 Sean if you want to be part of the program.
What the fuck keeps calling me?
Attention investors, how can you protect your investments and minimize the risk? Stocks and equities don't always just go up before a correction takes place. This always happens at some point. It's about
USA call balls in there.
USA. Para español, marque estrella 2. Your call may be monitored or recorded for verification, authentication, and quality assurance. To reach an extension, press the pound key. Otherwise, please enter your Social Security or USAA member number. If you're not a now, please enter your PIN.
Hey, Claiborne.
Thanks, Norman. I've also verified the phone you're calling from. We'd like your thoughts on your experience with USAA's automated phone system. Use an auto-dial call. We'll contact you after you're done with a brief survey. If there is no answer when we call, we may leave a pre-recorded message. Can we call you back at this number to participate?
No.
Okay. Go ahead and tell me how I can help you.
Missed call from you from the claims department.
All right, a claims question. I understand you'd like to speak with someone. I can check for an available representative once I have a little more information. Are you calling about one of your open auto claims?
Yes.
I see you have 2 claims. If you're calling about the Ford Maverick, say or press 1. For the Jeep Compass, say or press 2.
1.
Let me give you the latest status on your claim. Your rental is due back to Enterprise Rent-A-Car on November 17th. Confirmation number WC1156 is part of your auto policy. We'll take care of your rental car costs through November 17th. If you need to keep the rental car longer, you'll be responsible for additional charges. Would you like to hear that again?
No.
I can text you a link that lets you read your status online. Any message rates may apply. By agreeing to continue, you authorize USAA to send a one-time text message using an automated telephone dialing system. Would you like to continue?
Yes.
Okay. You should receive that shortly. If you don't receive the link today, resend it. I'll stay on the line in case you need anything.
They're not going to tell me anything new.
hard-earned investments and generate returns on your money in the RV parks and vacation rental market. It's booming. Resort properties do well when the economy is good and perform even better in an economic downturn. So how do you get started? Talk to the experts at resortpropertiesgroup.com. Resortpropertiesgroup.com. With an RV resort property, you'll gain profits of nightly and weekly.
Okay, apparently they wanted me to take the turnpike, now it doesn't. Okay.
And these RV vacation and resort properties are now approved for IRS, self-directed owners, and 401k.
So it means it'll probably drop out when I go through Woodville. That's fine.
Call 888-307-1685. 888-307-1685. ResortPropertiesGroup.com. Individual results may vary. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts.
Come on, dude.
Passports. That's a fact. But
there's actually a curb light here.
There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that
it's dumb because all those cars are turning. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to go. There you go. Go, go, go.
Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals
could have fucking gone.
The best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up.
Yeah, I already knew that number they gave me. It's always if you don't answer the phone, you're never gonna speak to somebody with them. I was so pissed that it rang while I was in there and I didn't have my phone with me. But oh well.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTax.
Let's see if you left a message.
Built on hard work and powered by American energy. Chevron has spent $44
Yeah, he did. Fuck.
You have one new voice message and one saved message. New message. Hi, my name is Nikia, calling on behalf of USAA in regards to a recent inquiry looking for Mr. Ruckland. If you can give us a call back at your earliest convenience, we would gladly appreciate it. You can reach us at 800-531-8722, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central. Thank you in advance for returning our call. To replay this message, press 1.
Give me fucking extension.
Press 7. To return the message sender's call, press 8. To save, press 9. For more on phone number 12105318722, dial that number is not available. To replay this message, 50 states since 2020.
Jesus.
Fueling infrastructure and communities.
They want me to call, but
last year, Chevron increased U.S. production nearly 20%, powering communities and businesses from the heartlands to the coast. We're helping to fuel America's energy advantage, building a brighter future right here at home. Visit chevron.com/America to discover more.
Looking to get into commercial real estate but not sure where to start? Well, you're not alone. For most investors, institutional-grade real estate can be hard to access. At 1031 Crowdfunding, we're changing that by providing a premium marketplace of Delaware statutory trust at your fingertips. DSTs are professionally managed real estate portfolios that grant investors access to high-barrier sectors like senior housing. Every day, 10,000 Americans turn 80 years old. You don't want to miss your window to invest in one of the fastest growing sectors in real estate. With over $3.4 billion in total real estate transactions, we built a platform backed by experience. To learn more about investing in senior housing, call us at 844-566-1031. That's 844-566-1031, or visit 1031crowdfunding.com. 1031 Crowdfunding is not a broker-dealer. Securities offered through Capital LLC, member FINRA and SIPC. Investments involve risk and are not suitable for all investors. Please consult your financial or tax advisor. Imagine the joy of unwrapping a beautifully packaged selection of prime steaks. Give the gift that sizzles this holiday season with mouth-watering steaks from the Lynch Shop. We've got the perfect present for every meat lover on your list, from an array of aged USDA prime steaks, roasts, seafood, and more. The Lynch Shop is an extension of Meats by Lynch, which started as a small family-owned butcher shop and is now the premier beef purveyor, providing your world-renowned Black Angus beef to the finest steakhouses. Give your loved ones, friends, and colleagues a gift that is sure to fill their stomach and their heart. Spread holiday cheer with a gift of premium beef at thelynchshop.com. That's the
yeah, I know the claim. I don't know why they got to tell me that. I've known for the since Monday that I have it till they rental till next Monday, but I'm not going to need it. I pick up that truck tomorrow. But I don't think it's going to matter if I drop it off early or not. Why? Life is out that way. I'm definitely going to Green Springs today.
Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation. Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-420-2255. That's 800-420-2255. This is Sirius XM District, Channel 125. Many Americans still suffering a hangover with the Biden-Harris economy, but we're hoping second quarter next year things really begin to make that dramatic turn because of the Trump policies now being implemented. That's the hope. But if you're living, paycheck to paycheck and you're putting bare necessities on your credit cards, you've got to get out of that cycle. It's the worst position to be in financially, and there's no end to it. If you're a homeowner, there is a way out. Instead of paying 21.5% interest rates, if you own a home, you can call a friend to AmericanFinancing.net.
The traffic, man, lots of it. Hoping there'd be a little less so I can start eating. I just got some snackies, some onion petals and stuff. Mac and cheese bites. Some boom boom sauce. I did get my Honey Crisp. On the web, it's AmericanFinancing.net/Adam.
Minimalist for 1824 MLS consumer access at our April for rates and 5-star and 6.16% for full coverage by borrowers. Code 66615 indicator. For details about credit cost and terms, visit www.americanfinancing.net/handicap.
I'm going to move with all things Superman Bill Riley at the bottom of the hour. Then we'll get some calls coming up 800-941-SEAN if you want to join us.
Chuck McDowell, here to save you money with Red Pocket Mobile. At Red Pocket, you get wireless service starting at just $10 a month from unlimited talk.
Man, I think a lot of commercials. Yeah, it's got a little bit of zip to it. Probably wouldn't be good for your stomach.
Plus, Red Pocket gives you all three major 5G networks to choose from for the best coverage you've ever had. Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier. I see Red Pocket Mobile.
I don't know what they were calling about. There's nothing new on the claim online. Checked it through the app.
You check your 401k, shake your head and wonder, is this really growing fast enough? You've thought about trading, but the learning curve, the stress, and the time it takes, it's just not realistic. And the idea of losing money because of one bad decision.
Yeah, you'd probably be best off with some ranch or something.
That's why TrueTrade was created, to give you a smarter, simpler way to trade. TrueTrade's automated system takes emotion out of the equation using technology that trades for you, even while you're living your life. And here's what makes TrueTrade different. When you
That's what Miss Doc eats too.
sign up, they'll guarantee to fund each of your trading accounts with $50,000 or more in trading capital and no service fees for 12 months. So you can start building passive income without risking your own money or spending years trying to learn the market.
So I got a lot to do here. Hopefully it won't take me long. We'll see. I got to set up 2 desktops out of the box.
TrueTrade.io. That's TrueTrade.io. TrueTrade, where technology earns for you. Stuck in a job that just isn't getting it done? Maybe it's time to go for IT. Whether you're just starting out, switching careers, or a military veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you launch a rewarding career in IT in months. No prior experience needed. Why spend years getting a traditional degree when your future in IT can start right now? Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu.
Oh, Alfredo is good. Yeah. Yeah, it's a whole lot better than that tomato and marinara. I mean, for your stomach.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire.
Well, that's just the beginning. I got to deliver 2 laptops I set up this morning and then pick up another one and get it converted over. And then I got a bunch of batteries that need to be replaced out there too. Those will probably have to wait. We'll see how fast everything else happens.
Call 800-619-6488 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free road roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-619-6488. That's 800-619-6488.
Yeah, pretty full.
Call 800-619-6488. Again, 800-619-6488. Moving across country by land, water, air can be exciting. Go crazy. Make it an adventure. When it comes to your stuff, consider Safe Moving. Safe Moving is vetted over 200 independent carriers so they can match you with the best licensed and bonded carriers for your needs. Call 888-777-4962 for a free instant quote or go to safeshipmoving.com. You'll compare rates, availability, and expertise.
Yeah, I'd like to get some door dashing in too. We'll see how late it is when I get done. So how tired I am.
So they understand how important it is to have a safe and smooth experience. Whether you need help coordinating a BCS,
We'll try and do it tomorrow, but kind of wanted to get some in today too.
debtors can save up to an additional $500. Over 60,000 households are trusted and safe. Visit SafeShipMoving.com or call 888-777-4962 today. That's 888-777-4962. Safe Ship Moving. Go crazy. Move safely.
Running a small business is hard. Offering health benefits shouldn't be. That flips the system on healthcare. Employers find a pre-selected that will work
Tired of the shoulder.
for all employees is a broken idea, and Thatch solves that problem. In partnership with Allstate, Thatch lets the business owner set a budget tax-free, and your employees pick the health plans that work for them. Want to see for yourself? Visit allstatehealth.com/patriot today and get a $100 Amazon gift card when you complete a demo. No more unpredictable costs. No more one-size-fits-all plans. Just flexible, personalized benefits. And less stress for you. And health coverage that won't break the bank for your employees. Thatch and Allstate Health handle everything from setup to support, keeping your employees happy and giving you peace of mind. Learn more at allstatehealth.com/patriot and get a $100 Amazon gift card when you complete a demo. That's allstatehealth.com/patriot. allstatehealth.com/patriot.
Patriot, Channel 125. Driving liberals crazy. 3 hours a day, every day. The Sean Hannity Show is back on the air.
9:25 now to the top of the hour. 800-941 Sean is our number if you want to be a part of the program. Linda, I didn't sleep 7 hours last night. I was down a little bit. I slept a little less than 6. But for me, because you follow my text chain, I'm sending story ideas every second, every hour of every day that, since I got Cozy Earth bamboo sheets, I'm sleeping better and longer, and just being in bed is the most comfortable it's ever been in my life. It's like being at the best 5-star resort ever. And people have been asking me, oh, come on, it can't make that big a difference. I'm like, oh no, it makes that big a difference.
It does make that big a difference. I actually got the oversized throw last night, which I already had 2 of the regular size bubble cuddles, but last night I got the oversized. It's gorgeous. It's just more amazingness, and it's right on top of my main comforter. And my little guy last night was like, where'd you get this one? I'm like, yeah, becoming Cozy Earth's #1 customer. It's the best thing ever. And it sounds like we're being silly, but it's not. And now is the time to buy, because it's right before the holidays. They're awesome gifts. They're awesome for yourself. They're awesome for your home. And they're up to 40% off.
You could also the bamboo, not only the bamboo sheets, but the bamboo pajama set.
Yes, I do.
And I know it sounds funny. I'm like, yeah, I do, and I do so proudly, even though my son stole one. I have to get another one, thanks to, you gave one to MK, why didn't you give me one? I'm like, good grief. We walked out of the house with it just last night. Can you believe that?
I think it's awesome, and I'm so glad that people are stealing things from you. It's nice. You've got plenty to give. You give them the bubble color.
Well, I need another one. Backed by a 100-night sleep trial. 40% off, as Linda said, as they now begin their Black Friday sale. This is their biggest sale of the year. Just go to CozyEarth.com, use the promo code Hannity. I'm telling you, a discernible difference. Try 100 nights for free. What do you have to lose? The answer is nothing. I want to get to the bottom with Bill O'Reilly here on this issue. Apparently, he was invited on, what is the name of Bill Maher's podcast?
It's called Club Random.
Okay, I've seen it. He does smoke weed on the show. Did you smoke weed with Bill Maher?
That's an interesting question because he wanted me to do his podcast in addition to the show, but he smokes pot on the podcast.
You weren't going to join? You didn't want to get a contact high?
No.
No.
As you know, Hannity and I, if listening audience doesn't know this, we don't drink or take drugs. We're not in that world at all. And Trump is.
I don't think you don't drink at all, right?
No, but I've never seen you buzz.
No, I can drink, and I don't really feel it. I mean, I have this weird reaction that nobody else has, but I don't really bother that. What's the point? I remember being at dinner once, and dinner was
that's our first solar building.
President Trump, Mark Levin, the great one, God bless us, another mutual friend of ours, and Geraldo, and we all had dinner together. And the only people that had a glass of wine was me and Geraldo. And I looked around the table, you might recall this, and I said, "None of you drink too?" And you all said no. And I said, "The only people in the world that I know that really probably drink is all four of you." And I think you got a little kick out of it.
Yeah, because Geraldo got naked around the White House.
I think he did something. I don't remember. I don't recall. I was not a part of any of it. Anyway, Bill O'Reilly, all things Simple Man, all things O'Reilly, BillO'Reilly.com. Bill, we appreciate you.
Exactly.
All right, Simple Man, Bill O'Reilly, going where most people wouldn't dare go. Who's conservative anyway. Although I give him a lot of credit for doing that. All right, let's get to our busy phones. Meg in my free state of Florida. Meg, hi, how are you? Thanks for checking in. Glad you called.
Yes, thanks, Sean. I just wanted to say, as much as I love you, and I really do, and I'm glad you're here in Florida, please stop inviting people here because you are all pricing us, all the New Yorkers are pricing us natives and people who have been here for like 30 years right out.
I hate to tell you, it's just if you've been here and you're a native, and I've had property down in Florida, I'm probably going on 30 years myself, right? I've always wanted to be down here. Just was a matter of timing and where I had to work.
Oh, geez. Good afternoon.
Hey, Doc, it's Jeremiah.
What's up?
I need an employee stuff deactivated. We're going to be terminating him around 5:30 today.
Well, okay, that's perfect. I'll be over at the Green Springs facility about 1:15. So just text me the name.
I will. I'll get it to you in the next 5 minutes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yep.
No, just the opposite. You've been here a long time. Your property values have skyrocketed through the roof. People have benefited financially because
I'm always the first one to know when someone's getting canned because I got to deactivate all their stuff.
And it's like $1.5 million. It used to be a purple state. Trust me, the liberals, the left is not coming here. They're staying in their beloved New York, New Jersey.
What is this, Honeycrisp? Oh, it's delicious. It's like a hot apple cider with different spices in it. Oh,
Let me
jeez.
just say, we had a sinkhole property, and we had the 8 years in court, long story. But
Oh, wow.
I
thought he was already gone.
We took a break from buying because it was just like, oh, we need to.
The further out that you're able to commute. For example, when I first bought my first house in Long Island, when I started at Fox,
but I'm not there.
I had an hour and a half
disconnect
commute each way, and the reason is I wanted a nicer house that I could afford. And I was willing to make that sacrifice. Now, I don't want you to travel an hour and a half to get to work.
We back yet?
And you might not be able to, based on what you do for a living, to serve in your country. Have you ever gotten your VA loan, which I believe you get a one-time shot at it? Have you guys gotten that?
We have, and you don't necessarily get a one-time shot. And we lived, well, at the time it was a 30-minute commute. We actually lived in Pasco County. $1,000 for a settlement, which of course we rejected. We sued them in court. That process took about 8 years, and we won our case, but it was not enough to cover what was left on the house. So we actually put a lot of it aside, gave some to the kids, stuff like that they needed for college and stuff. At that time, we were fine here. We thought we're just going to squirrel stuff away, and I'm 100% disabled veteran, so I get a little more benefit with the VA loan than some. However, looking at what's out there to buy, we don't need a giant McMansion. We don't need that. So we actually would have.
You're looking for a nice, safe neighborhood. Just
Studio. That's the second time I've seen that happen. Studio didn't even show me disconnected. But when I seen what you said in chat, that's why I just disconnected and reconnected.
What you're describing is unique and very
that was weird.
It's not unique that a lot of people break even in the home market. It used to be most people got their first home at 30. Now it's up to 40. And I think under President Trump, when interest rates come down, you're going to see a huge uptick in sale of pre-existing homes and new home construction. We're down about anywhere between.
Anyway, I mean, it's kind of like a hot apple cider. So I would, if it's available, like a pastry or something.
Something I can do to help you or give you some more confidence in it. I know you probably don't want to be.
But I just got through a little appetizer sampler.
But I will tell you,
like a cinnamon donut or something like that. Something you get at like the Apple Orchard or something.
Generally speaking, lifelong.
Yeah, that's. I told you when I went through Woodville, it would do that.
$1 trillion in migrating money.
That's why most of the time I'll take the turnpike, but since the Easy Pass is not mounted, I didn't want to risk it not catching it.
I'm so sorry.
Plus, it changed at the last minute the directions. There must be some traffic on the turnpike or something because it told me to go this way instead.
It was, these are families who are working class families for decades back. Most of them still live here if they haven't moved into nursing homes or that were passed away. But what's happening is homes that, if you were to drive down the neighborhood, Sean, you look at it and go, okay, that house might be $200,000, $400,000. No,
it's $500. I trust me, I follow real estate very closely. I get it.
So, but I appreciate you, telling people how great we are. We are a great state. My only other beef with people coming down here is we're building a lot of houses quickly. We're taking up every piece of green area. There's no more green areas really down here in Tampa Bay anymore. Everything is pretty much house on house on house. And, you've got to state New York, I get it, but we have 49 other states.
No, I'm not telling everyone to come to Florida. I'm just saying escape from the state you're in. I just happen to like Florida the most. Obviously I made that choice, but I think Texas is a great option. Let me ask you one last question. Is there any way you can get a transfer to a base that you'd be happy at, or does family commitments keep you here in this area?
Family commitments, but also we're both contractors. So we actually work with the government. We're not active duty, so it's kind of a matter of where our contract needs us.
Okay. Well, I'm praying for you. I hope the right solution comes your way. And there's going to be a transformation in the home industry. I've seen it. I've met with the people that are building it out. You're going to see most homes now are going to be built by robotics, or at least 70% of those homes, if not more. And it's going to drive down the cost of building in terms of labor, which is the main cost. It's going to be built faster. And
yeah, I've heard of them. Pershings.
Contractor finish out 30% of it. There is a new transformational time. AI is transforming every single industry, and it's not the future. It's today. I'm glad you called. I'm wishing you the best. I hope you can turn this around and find the right solution for you. It sounds tough. That's so, you buy a house sinkhole, you fight in court for 8 years, it's a disaster. Because you could have gotten another home in the meantime. All right, when we come back, we'll hit the phones toll free. Our number is 800-941-SEAN if you want to be a part of the program.
Show and place for free speech and the first amendment are still alive. Liberalism is a failed ideology. Get your dose of independence and liberty every weekday right here with Sean Hannity. Newsmax, you like Newsmax? I like it too. Newsmax has been terrific. President Trump is right. Millions like you are tuning into Newsmax. You're watching Newsmax on cable. You're going to our streaming channel, Newsmax 2. And you're downloading our free Newsmax app on your smartphones and TVs. Reuters Institute says we're now one of the top news brands in the nation. Every night, watch great shows with Rob Schmidt, Carl Higbie, Rob Finnerty, and more as they expose the big media lies, the Washington swamp. And they're never afraid to talk about faith, freedom, and the values that made us great. Find out why Newsmax is the fastest growing news channel in America. Make the switch today and join our news revolution. Get Newsmax on cable, on streaming, and download the free app today. It takes just seconds to start. Let President Trump know you stand with Newsmax. It's for real news, for real people. Make the switch today.
It's finally here. Let's get this party started.
Oops. That'll happen.
Across America. I was like, fantastic.
I disconnected for about a minute and a half there, but we're back. Got about another 15 minutes left before I get to the job site. I'll fire it back up on the way home. I don't think I'm going to do any door dashing tonight. It's probably going to be later. Later my time. I don't know how late your time. Well, let me try calling these fuckers again one more time.
Welcome to USAA. Para español, marque estrella 2. Your call may be monitored or recorded for verification, authentication, and quality assurance. To reach an extension, press the pound key. Otherwise, please enter your Social Security or USAA member number. If you Now, please enter your PIN. Thanks, Norman. I've also verified the phone you're calling from. Go ahead and tell me how I can help you.
Speak to an agent.
I understand you'd like to speak with someone. Information. Please tell me the reason for your call. If you're not sure how to phrase it, say, give me a list. You can also say or enter an extension.
Following up on claim.
All right, claim status. Are you calling about one of your open auto claims?
Yes.
I see you have 2 claims. If you're calling about the Ford Maverick, say or press 1 for the
One.
Jeep Compass. Let me give you the latest status on your claim. Your rental is due back to Enterprise Rent-A-Car on November 17th. Confirmation number WC115. Sorry. If you'd like to hear that again, say yes or press 1. If
No.
not, say I can text you a link that lets you read your
No.
status online. No problem. I can give more help with this claim. Which would you like information about? Fault of incident, a damage estimate, or total loss settlement. You can also say other help, or if you're all done.
Other help.
Are you calling about your vehicle, damage to your property, or your rental? Yes or no?
No.
Hold on while I transfer your call.
Okay.
1 minute, please. You have reached the voicemail of Mateo Bradshaw and Secretary Department.
Fucking voicemail? Are you kidding me? The wife tried calling while I was on the phone with them. Ugh. Fucking assholes.
Hello.
I was on the phone with USA. Trying to be well. Your call coming in screwed it up. So it's all right.
How did my call screw it up?
Because I was hitting numbers, and then it was just like, well, then it sent me to a voicemail. I'm like, fuck it, I'll do it. Because I missed a call with them when I was grabbing a Honey Crisp.
Okay.
No, I'm just frustrated because they haven't called. I've gotten tons of emails from them today saying the whole thing's just about done, and then they call while I'm inside at Sheets. So I can see my phone ringing on my watch. I'm like, fuck. Come back. I'm hoping they're at least going to give me an extension, to call directly. No. Every other time they've left a voicemail, they left an extension. This time they didn't. And she didn't even say why she was calling. So I'm like, fuck.
Super.
So I tried calling them back. And they want you to do everything in the app, although there's nothing updated on the app. So I don't know what the fuck whatever. Sorry. What's up?
Nothing.
Right. Well, I mean, okay. I mean, come on. You think I would actually just ignore you? Just frustrated.
Okay.
I'm almost to the right turn on Green Springs. So
Okay.
set up 2 laptops this morning. I got 2 desktops set up there. I got to change out batteries and a bunch of cameras. Although I don't even know if I'm actually going to do that. Brett pissed me off today because he's like, hey, if I need your help, can I ask you about doing, because they had a staff meeting today about setting up that through Teams, so the people that can't be there. I'm like, yeah, sure, just let me know. He lets me know like 2 minutes beforehand. I'm like, dude. He's like, that's okay. The meeting. By the time I was like, I added him, set it up. Boom. It's right at the time the meeting start time. Boom. Set out the invite. No reply to him. So I call his number, no answer. So I'm like, check on the cameras, and he's like, literally, like by then it's like 15 minutes into it. The meeting's over with. He's like, okay, everybody can eat now. Are you fucking kidding me? This was that important to broadcast everybody for a 15 fucking minute meeting? Then I got to terminate somebody for Jeremiah as soon as I get to Green Springs. So food supervisor that I just set everything up for. They can't. That's 2 of them they've gone through, and they really haven't even actually opened their kitchen yet. So,
Wonder what the deal is.
well, probably stealing. You know, people steal Pop-Tarts and shit out of there.
Yeah.
All right, babe. You heading home?
Yeah.
All right. They haven't eaten. I mean, they ate breakfast, obviously, but I didn't feed them before I left. Both doors are shut,
Okay.
so he should not be out. But obviously, I haven't been gone that long, though, so. All right?
Okay.
All right. What's wrong?
Nothing. I've just had a crazy fucking day. Just back to back all day. My head is pounding.
All right.
Like, Arrowhead's calling me.
Wait. I don't want to hear all that.
Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-611-8892. 800-611-8892. 800-611-8892. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
America is built on hard work and powered by American energy. Chevron has spent $44 billion with local businesses across all 50 states since 2022, fueling infrastructure and communities, all while strengthening local economies. Last year, Chevron increased U.S. production nearly 20%. Powering communities and businesses from the heartlands to the coast. We're helping to fuel America's energy advantage, building a brighter future right here at home. Visit chevron.com/America to discover more.
When your vehicle's how do you get to work, or pick up your kids, or just get groceries? Because auto breakdowns will happen, and they can cost you thousands you can't afford. So how do you protect yourself from the skyrocketing cost of unexpected auto repair bills and get back on the road? Easy. Everything Brakes offers auto protection plans that cost less and give you more than other auto warranty providers. So, confirm that it did not happen in testimony. So here's what the Oversight Committee says after in response to the Oversight Dev. The Oversight Devs came out, and they released these emails, and the Democrats are playing dumb, which is kind of their natural state. But we also see Jasmine Crockett was asked about this. Why did you redact these documents so that you can spread this hoax around and continue to blame Trump for something that is easily disprovable? So here's what the emails ultimately said. And even just reading them on their face, they're not bad at all. So it goes from GMAX, who's Glenn, over to Epstein. This is back in 2011. JEVvacation@gmail.com. Importance high. So Jeffrey says over to Glenn in his first email. He says from Jeffrey to Glenn, I want you to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Victim redacted. Who could that be? Spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned in the police chief, etc.
I'm 75% there. Okay, so Epstein is now coming under investigation. Somebody, they're spreading around, all these people looking around for nefarious activities. And Epstein is saying, somebody hasn't come up here. Trump is clean, in other words. How come this isn't shaking him loose? Right? It's called shaking the tree. Get in there and shake the tree, see what comes out. And Trump's like, no, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm fine, nothing's going on. So nobody's mentioned him. How come he's not being brought into this investigation? And while I'm under attack, we held around with him. This is Epstein's scheme, right? Is he connects himself with high-powered people, and those high-powered people will call in favors, and vice versa. So then Glenn responds and says, I have been thinking about it. And they say, oh my gosh, that's Trump, who spent hours with a victim. What was he doing there, according to Jeffrey Epstein? Then they have some other emails. It says, victim of Mar-a-Lago, blankety blank blank. Trump said he asked me to resign. Never a member, ever. Of course he knew about the girls. He asked Glenn to stop. Again, how is that bad for Trump? Epstein sends that one over to Michael Wolff, some hack reporter. And he's responding to Wolff. So this woman from Mar-a-Lago, which we know Virginia Giuffre was there, and more got redacted. Trump said he asked me to resign. So Epstein comes in. Trump says, you're a pervert. Get the hell out of my club. He says, I wasn't even a member, and he asked me to leave. Of course he knew about the girls, as he asked Glenn to stop. He said, you're doing bad things. Don't want you in the club. Get out. He's like, I'm not even a member of the club. He said, well, good. Then it's going to be easy for you to leave. You don't even have to do any paperwork. And so that's over to Michael Wolff. And we'll come back on that because there's more from and to Michael Wolff. But here is what the Democrats were saying. I think we got one more email. And then they came out today like, wow, this is shocking. We're so shocked. We have no idea what's happening. Another email came down from Michael Wolff to Jeffrey Epstein. A couple of emails back and forth. One, December 15th, 8 p.m., Michael Wolff to Epstein. He says, well, I hear CNN is planning to ask Trump, and by the way, this is December 15th, 2015. Trump's running, or about to announce, and then we've got the 2016 election coming up. I hear
Fuck, dude.
CNN is planning to ask Trump tonight, this is a reporter, about his relationship with you, either on air or in a scrum afterwards. Kind of that, reporters screaming like vultures at somebody. Epstein responds, if we were able to craft an answer for him, like give this to Trump and he can answer with this, what do you think it should be? So that Trump can cover for him, because that's Epstein's scam. So then Wolff responds, I think you should let him hang himself. If he says he hasn't been on the plane or to the house, then that gives you a valuable PR and political currency. You can hang him in any way that potentially generates a positive benefit for you. Or, if it really looks like he could win, you could save him, generating a debt. Of course, it is possible that when asked, he'll say Jeffrey is a great guy and has gotten a raw deal and is a victim of political correctness, which is to be outlawed in the Trump regime. Once again, did anybody in here say maybe the president should say the truth about the relationship or something? It's all just engineering a benefit for Epstein, which is the same thing we saw with Stormy Daniels, engineering a benefit from her fake allegations, and the list goes on. E. Jean Carroll, the Democrats, engineering. E. Jean Carroll goes over to a party, meets with George Conway, the Cape guy. Then they have a meeting with Molly Johnfest, the liberal psycho blogger. Then they pass this off to Reid Hoffman, the guy who actually went and hung out with Epstein at his island and doesn't want to talk about it. And then they create this whole scam, and they prosecute Trump for a Bergdorfing at Bergdorf's that never happened, in our opinion. And all of it is part of an attack. Okay, it's the same thing here. And you can see it in plain writing. Let him hang himself. If he hasn't been on the plane, then you can say, I've got evidence you were on the plane. And if there's any other, angles that we can use to create leverage, like at the election, at the last minute, if he's going to win, then maybe you can come out and help him, or he can help you. It's all a scam, right? They're all just trying to engineer.
All right, guys, later.
It's not like,
thanks for hanging out.
It's not like I think.